Pageant, Kodo Ebacha, Alde, Ko Hihash, Edoshidne, Koanaha, no Yagi Don Kitahano Thonigi. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Welcome to the 69th annual Miss Navajo Nation Pageant. We have the luxury of having some beautiful young ladies here that will be showcasing the Navajo Nation butchering demonstration today. Opening day, it's good to be back. Before you all, without further ado, I want to introduce one of our Navajo Nation leaders to open us up with a special prayer. The honorable delegate, former delegate, Mr. Davis Wilfred. If you can give him some time. Thank you.
Oh, yat ish kado shitene. Ado shahas twice zani, selke shiteke, the hilkest ini. Dahuis ago, that is not sagi. Ado shishit echi, Davis Wilfred, a shin, shiedo shishiji. Kilichini, the nen shlido tlashi, bashin bit and the shichi, torichin, the shenale. Ado shin, a bishinash. Ado the race or leha hot zobi yete, tohiti, lenahol, yedo, kashan. Ade east edo, ado quenhinan, tsilete. Nad Nishigi, the Honorable Navajo Nation President Jonathan Naz. Ebanashnish, Ado Quedocho Ishidit to the Zin. Ahon shade she ben Hatsa the Zindoli. Teacher ben Yakweha e Anikito, Ado teacher e nan Nishbehene, do nan Nishbah del Zin. E Quedon ta Nishta Piche, Queha Haljishigi, Yat e do Hehe. Ako Hojodolish, Manahostan. Nan set nedil na, nan set nadi da, no hostan, Jekani Yehe. Kaya busy holoni, Kaya joba, Kaya don, den die in Lego Conson. Ado, quet sebenago, Zanaho, Yedo, Ado Taho, so Taho, so say beneath the whole Yego, Quete has Adon, Washington, Yajato, Edo, Koto, Yaha. Bet osjodo koto e nan stahedit e kojito e yaha sho stahad e kut oh dibin yaha e anigi shje shnihikit san no san na yo asle ne be dentin ne be jo pa kone hawane da hanakade hanane zahigi bin yaha e anigi cheke joni yego ado tenne which to it was tatting doba anast e nachahagi a con as nehagi to ik na kinache hit e bit a holon na kinache aben nani holongo to straal data nigi to nashni nigi to eben na e kutza sale qaten de tanana to ikon e bahol jij den nigi be used open the card as nehagi Need so the zen hegin da ilene to ik at e hakon hitche. Na ik ha to so til zen. Oh, kon cheke dan lenegi cheke ba hojon. As zane it legi e yaha ko e oho a shit e do belke il tehet ego at e yakon ba haljish. A kosho man hostan, zelistan, truistan, chelnata stan. En detta Josh Gray Shama Astanat Le Astan Ashen. Does that oh a huge in Hastan Behades Ado e Stanek Ecowoche Nehimatla 80 nego to dealzin. So a con case is though had it a don lay at sea Yale Holonge Ado yo a Latson yo Sahaz Anigi Ebe had it ego. Ado con de Behnichinal Clanche. Edo kon e yapen herhot elzen nihi Navajo Nation seal be yitje jo e hot a sala e kwegi azatkish ado e na ahol yehgi to ado a chi le a bit at e hake to tahat ilt leje jo e at e hakon be ilte ako el khojo yat ehi jo e do pa joniki yat e git ego ne jono ko tan hesh Ado ek aden tsamba kan tsamba abedatro benestrin. Nijonoko chash agotrodan lego nichol just ak en lenigi bigit dat die gredo ne tradetin danel de don lego and sit the quodat edo o huge edat nest. Oh, dina got zilbakago zilbetle nan sebet laho at zadole ak en lenigi pre en al a hoche ne aha. Na o basis nicht hodeshji jo kondela koto bikode negich lenige shi pahnit ahtole nge tamo yaj aja ne jongo atahuis ade ben henna hat elzendo le titen ne etat titen ne no khatsa nani kagesh tlejebelash lai etat bezat behonez nane nego Kote ko na has adet at kote ben hiki hon edon hiki ho yi lago ben his na ho jisto le na so tishno ni so de zen higien de ailen de yende ne no klene de hinant a kon he ko en hestago hatil jisn leze a hat abli khato le lego has elken hitze hon lo has chewaden hikedo hon lo nat le yat e ba hajoni bat edat den ni a lago Lego inna yode ntles tras bethin bakrago bigahnelt edo belahnit ego yikhatole yil tatole dibet at khoden hek hont edon hek yil ladole hojodole hojonasle hojonasle hojonasle hojonasle hojonasle
Achia shita kodon jono to the zinglengi behind zi ado ben khacha o zi kodoshi kedo shidne adon hiche ken lengi kodo hashin to te hada de zigi to the zinbeba bacha o zigi joni ya yoba hinsen hot the nebezad nit to the zindi tsago jis tsago hashin to tsado ya nahi la ko jono to the zinben khacha o zi leshik edo shidne ko achia Aro kunna ya niche de hodol zinto niche hada do zigi welcome address kodoshi ya large kodotso doesn't be o zigi the Navajo Nation, Miss Navajo Nation Shundeen Parish will give her the honor of doing a welcome address.
Oh, yeah, zain ado ya it's shik edo shidin ya it's amato ado amasana eche anala da nathanigi ado Shilka it's ado shitfin jona shit bahoja she ki ani ado na initially godo bashishin squid cheat ni dash chase ka baha dashanala aquas alsan initially she Shundeen Parish initiate ado she dinepit eket initially. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, it's Bennett. I am so grateful to be here today. I'm very excited. Welcome to the 69th Miss Navajo Nation Pageant. We are thrilled that we can continue our tradition this year, and we are keeping everyone's safety in mind. We worked really hard this year to follow the COVID-19 protocols here on the Navajo Nation, and it is with that mindset that we've been able to combat the virus. So I hope you all take the time to understand where we're coming from, and I'm thankful that you all could be a part of today. Thank you to the parents and grandparents who are supporting our 3 contestants today. I'm sure they're very excited to be here too. And it's an honor to have served the past 2 years as your Miss Navajo Nation, and I can't express my excitement enough. This is my favorite part of the competition because it is such an empowering part of the week. It is maybe the most difficult part of the week, and once you complete this part of the contest, you feel empowered to that you can continue the week. So I hope the girls take today as an experience that they'll remember for the rest of their lives. And to everyone who is listening and watching today, I hope you all take something from today that you all learn and continue to carry on these teachings to our youth. This summer, I butchered with 13 different chapter houses across the Navajo Nation with our summer youth employees, and they had They were very enthusiastic about the process. So don't give up on our youth. Remember to encourage our children to continue our teaching. So I just want to welcome you to the 69th Annual Miss Navajo Nation Pageant and to the butchering competition this morning. So excited to hear it.
Otto, thank you for your awesome leadership over the past 2 years. The Navajo Nation, I know we appreciate your leadership as being an ambassador of the Navajo Nation for 2 years due to certain circumstances, and I think we're all aware of that. Without further ado, I also want to turn the floor over to the Honorable President of the Navajo Nation, Mr. Jonathan Nez.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Zane. Zane James will be our MC this morning. And I want to welcome all our listeners and all our viewers to the 69th Annual Miss Navajo Nation Pageant Butchering Competition. Aro here tanihidi nido des ane tanihinatigi do da isinoltsagi she kodo yat nihidishnido des dobesli nash inigido ko not ani tani tlinigi she ein snido tratnesani ibashin twedichini da shiro trachini da shinala ado kwa biniye ho agijo di nasnigi de kosentska nast eits atta di ha ishi de nebike apaka ya itnigi benina so do la atlasi tlita akonda di bindel kidigishi ade danikinale Washington net la danikinal New York do danikinal do altsgoshi o yat edo hed and hidi nido del kwa aro beso be ka jegido kon la en hijit da ka edo he jo even na chekon ho do hot ashi ada leto del kon Miss Navajo do yade jegi. So yat on behalf of the Office of the President, Vice President Myron Lizer, First Lady Cecilia Nez, Second Lady Dottie Lizer, and our administration, we welcome you to the butchering competition this morning. And first of all, I want to say thank you to our current Miss Navajo. Those of you that are watching, give her a big round of applause. She has been working tirelessly for the past 2 years, and you know, with her being Miss Navajo, we have seen our people find comfort in that throughout this pandemic, being on the front lines with leadership. And Shandine Parrish has been an inspiration to not just our young people, but for all our Navajo people. You know, it's been a trying time for over 18 months now, but Navajo people and our friends of the Navajo Nation, I want to say thank you. Nhe kodo here dan hidi nido lesh keroshna hadainol no di kade bichini khati nasnigi ta shena khada ast aro kon hanen hije kondel a kuiche kodo Miss Navajo Shandine Parrish to nihina tain dan linigi a kuiche nihize do nihi bikidas ti kon khada do kha dan hidi no don hilla do khalawash bet khada kis dadi no aro yede golch yadaltie hatnene jo na antiendiche kodoni je ashane del aro ha ganden da sotra de nebeke pakao ya kon nik eni hidnen khandal neshigin hikidades iota benina kotan hijo but deni ke aro konshila na khada ast ero he. You know, with the protocols that have been put in place over these many months, I commend the Navajo people. We are one of the top nations throughout this world that have been fully vaccinated. Over 70% of our people have been vaccinated. And we ask that we don't let down. And the message today is that we are resilient, and you will see the teaching being handed down again from one generation to the next with the Miss Navajo pageant butchering competition. I know it's not for everyone to watch, but let me just tell the world that this is our way of life. This is what has helped us throughout these trying times, is our teaching, our way of life teaching, and our culture and our language. And that is why I speak the Navajo language, to encourage all of us to relearn our language. If you are Navajo, you are born with the language. And Miss Navajo is the ambassador not just for young women or women, but the ambassador for all young people. And those of you young people that are listening today, that are watching today, let this encourage you and let this inspire you to work hard to reach for your goals and your aspirations in life, because this is who we are as Navajo people. So hadainot na sa alchin chikainot lini kodo nakaalchin hitsoken nalike ye tabatzil dolel judin he ol in kodo ni hizad handi beyeltke aro kodo davishin hinant a so the ye hatzi so the zene nasit itolel. We as a indigenous people, Navajo people, always start out with our events with prayer. And nothing's going to take that away from our schools, our government functions. We will continue to pray for our people. So may that inspire you today as we welcome you to the 69th annual Miss Navajo Nation Pageant. God bless you, and God bless our great Navajo Nation. And let me introduce my wife, the First Lady of the Navajo Nation, Mrs. Cecilia Nez. Thank you so much.
Yate. Good morning. Thank you for joining us for the Miss Navajo Nation pageant for 2021. You know, we've been looking forward to this event for the past 2 years. Shea Fifilianes, you know, she had trouble Hanishlet, as a son of Bush's chain, now Kaida Naidish and Naldo the Che, Aro Zitlin Sad E, Yisi Nasha, Kododi, Benigi, Shin, Hahal Jistole, Aron Le, the more Yajit Honda. Miss Navajo Nation pageant halia the contestants called Yade Jehiki Konda in Hodek Naza a call Kodoshi the Bena Ahagi ye Asian Beka Haljistole a call Kodoshe ba Jameson Hodo date ego but naho at Nahaha big a Kodo Naha Alchineho Nihiyaja Nikia away cut ego Danotkingo. Rohot alba. Bashiban sada case so abishin the hot ego. A day sleep than his no a day hot ego. The quishina bahashed at the hana. A codol anahin nikizad kodoya yadast hit do aho anahin nihin antkin kodo nihinat ye that's oh shinha hadiljish. A kodoshe kodot oh ba a Jameson do ani at the hinantkin at the hot bain that need hindo a mado a je another a masan danolini cut egg on hilton lingo konzat at the bay hawan has agoshi hot bay that no se a quite ba Shay Hotel a had hit the Schneedo Lake. And so Miss Navajo Nation pageant is you know, this is the first day of it, and it will run all the way through the week into Saturday. I am so as much as, you know, just as many of you are, I've been looking forward to this pageant. I know we had to forego it last year, and now it's back. And I just want to also thank Miss Navajo Nation for the past 2 years, Ms. Shandine Parrish, for the work that she's put into her role as a Miss Navajo, and also to come in the many women who have come before her. They're very good role models for all young women across the Navajo Nation. And to me, the importance of this pageant is that you're combining two teachings, two lines of thoughts. I know we are told to go to school to excel in Western thought and Western teaching, Western knowledge, but within this pageant, you also have to combine that, and it's really to showcase our own traditional thought, traditional knowledge, traditional teachings, and then of course the Navajo language, and it's really to showcase the Navajo culture and the role of women in it. And so thank you again for joining us, and we hope you enjoy the rest of the pageant. Akihat.
Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Nez, the Honorable President and First Lady of the Navajo Nation. It's always very nice to have the support of the executive branch, the Navajo Nation President, at almost every function that we have across the Navajo Nation. So again, thank you. Let's give him another round of applause. I'd like to give some time as well to the Honorable Second Lady of the Navajo Nation, Ms. Dottie Leiser.
Good morning. Yat Abina, Shae, Dottie Leiser, Yanisha, Kiani Nishla, my Edishkizni Bashichin, but Atni Dashiche, Kachitni Dashinella. It's very good to be here this morning, and we're pretty excited to see the competition that's about to take place, and we thank you for the ladies that are here this morning. They've gone through a lot of training. Well, I shouldn't say training. They learn this as the women grow. And so I know there's a lot of nerves for the women, and we're just here to encourage them as well, and to let them know, hey, we're going to support you and encourage you and be here for you. And it's I know they've probably had a tough couple of weeks preparing for this, so if you can give some words of encouragement to them, that would help them tremendously. And I think even us as individuals, sometimes we need a little bit of encouragement. And so just want to let you know that none of us are insignificant. We all are important, in everyday lives. And so we just appreciate all that they do. We appreciate the Navajo Nation Shondine Parrish. She's been reigning for 2 years, and very proud of what she's done and all that she's done to be the ambassador to our nation. And what a great ambassador she has been, and the things that she's done, the highways and the byways. I'm using my husband's language. The things that she's done. So we just appreciate all where she's been, and just the lady that she is. And when we have three contestants that are going to be following in her footsteps, and so they have somebody to look up to and to talk to in case they need that encouragement. And so today we're having the butchering contest, and we want to make sure that we also let Crystal and Curly know that she's also she put this together and was part of it, and she 10 years ago was also Miss Navajo, and so 2011. So we appreciate you being here this morning and all that you did today, because it does take a lot to put on an event like this. And so we thank you, Crystal, and appreciate you and all that you did today. So thank you again very much, and let's be a blessing today, be a blessing to others, and let's encourage our ladies today.
Nana Shema Ado, again, the President, Vice President, and also the First Lady and the Second Lady of the Navajo Nation. We appreciate your support of the 69th Annual Miss Navajo Pageant. Nana Ado kodo tohia glini na kaiden na enshlo ki ani bashchin ado tlasche da she do look at na da shinale tochel akaya beda bet ojido be da hozen da hatniki da nal so ado toha en khoshe ado cheat des abshot da hol yo ado yisi na sha ado belagana jishji igi Zain James in shia koshik edo shid ni che de hot des sin to Ado benna en genon ke khai an le ko adon genon ke o atko ba hen sin sodzen bet hol tro geno hai ne ke hito atn ke nito ato en ke do archik edo shidne aro e ya e kodo e ya e na nisha ni yagi yo ba hinsin hala e ya e de nebich e kodo e ya e ye go e na nishin lingi et ego ba hunsin le koshik edos ne. Again, I just want to say thank you to the Office of Miss Navajo and also to Miss Navajo Nation for asking me to be the MC here today. My name is Zane James. I'm originally from Wheatfields, Arizona, up in one of the scenic places on the Navajo Nation, so I'm very honored to be here. The young contestants here have a huge task ahead of them, and as the Honorable President explained, butchering is a way of life for our people, and we're really excited to get to the event today. So with that said, I'm going to turn the floor over to my beautiful daughter, Miss Crystalline Curley. She's going to give you a little overview of the butchering, how it's going to be run today. So with that said, Crystalline.
That yat bene Arnold Toko, then he naligi shik edo shitine, do masanado a che dan olinigito and nale do ko a binibi yat a nikitationi, do she Crystalline Curly nishye, send your kin initially, twot head lini a bushes chin, kia ani da she che do ziltrat the kia ani a da shanale, but is son initially. Nile tselagay nahos ate yisi na shado a tabet of a holie ate shike ate ko tabaho zane de shana nishnat eat do nikinat ani Jonathan Nes do a cadet as a dahagi Myron Lizer banashnish do di binibi iki the be na in kinatlet that do leak ko trak got ki jahagi ko Miss Navajo ya jahagi hot binibi banana shide do leak do sahagi nile tala nalki jain kinatlet that do bilbe the hasn't git nikinatlet that do leak do banana shide do leak do be kid ko do nikich trak go it to de dolte do ket de na halgishigi hot up in national de dotli do abi bitragi judges dan linigi trak go the neck etche to da dilkito le do the neck etche ye hando ze hashit abel beta haziniki and konche ken da ziniki do ko dan hinafigi ashode ko hajo go banda sit case don le Facebook de dan hinafigi ashode hot an sad ne joniki yat ehigi si bahast hito let ko the konikich ken jahagi do amato jet and liniki do masana do anale ko he ko ni do ni awe ko ni na ne shot ben dasano thaagi do hashit ben daso thaagi hot banana shide do li kodot at isiko bilakana keche nikiche be chohotish Good morning again. This morning I just reviewed in our Navajo language of the order of how the competition this morning will go. For 1 hour will be a time limit for the whole butchering process at each of the stations. And during that 1 hour, each of the judges will be answering or questioning each of the contestants in the Navajo language of their process and also their techniques. And the discretion of the questions are each and up to the judges on how they see how their process is going. And each of the contestants will have the opportunity to answer the questions back in Navajo. Once the timer is up at 1 hour, then we will go into our cleaning of intestines category. Each contestant will have 30 minutes to complete that category. And the last one will be the meat cutting, the filleting, and the techniques of how they prepare the meat. So that will have an allotted time of 20 minutes. And at the end, we'll have one impromptu question that will be answered in Navajo and will be scored and we encourage all the contestants to use the Navajo language throughout the whole competition. Oi hota banana shide do lito ihehet nana.
Here Nana should sit Ado Kodo Yahe large she Yahe De Jagi Kodo na Nishan Lingi Etahan Des Lagi and Hitch I can't and Lingi Appen Hitch De the Hodol Zil. I'm going to go ahead and turn the floor over to each contestant, have them do a brief introduction of themselves. I think we talked a little bit enough about everything beyond. Let's get to the main reason we're here today. I'd like to start with contestant number 1, Shandine Yazi.
Yad bene dos good Saturday, she Shandine Hayasik Yazi in a share. Ashahina she, a go bushes chin, Todachi dashe, Yome dashanale. I'll go to egg or shit the net or Akimo Atom, though your may son in the schlaw. Chalata, that nasha. She I seen lay the second the 8 a thought shit that nasha. Yad Ash Kato Shidena and Nana, she contestant number 1.
Thank you, Ms. Yazi. Hashima. Ado Kuna Niagara Rock Bridge.
Doledos na zona go hayis kanti bene bijet. Ako yat bene ni hidini dole. Ano so kode dani hinasigi do la shida is not do. She ya Niagara Rock Bridge and she. Kia ani na shla shka zo hobashes chi na kadena da she to hana da shnale. Na di na ke shna khay. Talana tatlagai aha wal ye de o chike akon de bek ba ho zana ade o na sha sto ad shnale ke da hat I got out age a cat and shle, though this in a jonah go quiet that these neat door and that these though a hat and hidini dole.
Yeah, Shimado Shitsu Ado Kuna Oshkela Iron Shell.
Hala ne'eshik dosh de ne'eyat bene hanani washde she ya ashkela ayensha yensha tatnazani nishlen lak adin ezik changusu bashish chin do de shenale ki ani de shiche ta rahozan de na sha nast adashna khay shema san do shiche shenala hastin do shenala hasam be ka da hasti de shema khulno shema ya jaldin bin ni kirk joliya she ya ordal ayensha joliya بالحاجة يا أشكلا تاش أدات دوت أطلع شنا دوت أطلع شديج يا عشان عفيسة جوليا أكوت إيجو ديناتو لك الناس أتأنشله هي
Thank you again. Let's give the contestants another round of applause. As you all know, it takes a lot of courage to just even get in front of a camera like this, and for them to showcase their talent over the next week really says a lot on how they want to represent the Navajo Nation. So again, I want to thank the young ladies here again. So good luck to each and every one of you. I know you have a monumental task ahead of you, but have fun, take care, God bless. And then I'm going to turn the floor over to the people that probably have the hardest task here as well. One of the hardest tasks are the judges. I'd like to start with judge number 1, should sit, Dr. Audra Patero.
أشياء شجاع يات بنا الخاصي عادين خانو يهكيدو خطأ سوكيزكيدو تايسنو تاكي شئت خدج إني نشليكو نا خيدنا أباششين خدنيس زهني شياتا هول بنا شجاع تبدشنه خدصوني تاشتشيدو هنغاهني تاشناله تاك أهلانتو استانن نشله أما سنه شما Grace at City وليه شجاع Cecil at City ديخنيند شتشي تخدصوني ياجي تبجنيند آدو انتا شما سنة Alice يازي ديخنيند شناله استا Marie at City وليه شعلتشنة خلو أكون تبغاندو أكون تألتقى خد استانن شليدو خدو هكايشيدو ليلتو أشياء لا تدنسخاكو آدو شديج إنني جيت آدين خطا إسنولت آجيدو سادنات آدا خطا سوكيزكي ساديات بيب ban sete case do le do ye go ya be ke in sit zi do le hala ani nan ko ana ki do khaslagi just ko do khaslagi ya just ke ko ashko de la ko ben ta ini kha jona go na alchinin hinala ta ila do le do ban hilta ho jodo he.
Again, one of the judges. Judge number 2 is Ambra Nez.
Yat bene shik edash den adanasini called and he has not kiddy or the not agi sheya Amranezian she now kaiden and schledo to the chini bashes chindo sent na jenny dash chedo glazaflana dash nala sheyan lay taught that ho tohol yeah that nasha can the god that's on lay dog or sleep at sea there. Although a call nanish shot a giba hensendo conahadaso kagido at eke con dijagi. Good luck and have fun. And thank you everybody for tuning in today, this morning. It's beautiful, and I want to thank Crystalline for inviting me out and being a part of the Miss Navajo Butchery. And thank you and have a good day.
Thank you. And also, judge number 3, Donovan Russell.
Yat bine Arnoldsko, el trahastin logic edosudne, Aden Hadasio Gizigido, Lashin Hokaneshin Kilta Zigot, the never care of a car, Aradiana Hassan, so Anigishin Le Tohan and Shila, Hadasio Gizelo, though Yat and Hidini dole, She ya Donovan Russell Ayan She, Adot Ash Chid and the Enslon, laid the Lijin Bagate, Clohia Goyolier, added. Ashchidene kedahuit ada todich eatni ati back the down ade shenala kedahat ad bashishi ado ye touchini le zitlen sado le hostra holyede ade shichedan le ako ado trochane edashinale in late kids ilador hajabado touchy holye and late the jim bagat the what the whole yedo ade shinala kid hat a call oyat en hidini dole tokwa nanish edilish dot nigiba hensen do kodofin zono at eken linigi nikinatha dat do lish adoshi Oshi lana danosin ade hawade nahaso tkanigi kodon here nike away do a could be done do a could be done no slaughter a condition a hawade she danos idol oban soda kesto but so that was in there a conjono does not transen a co a dish a beha dol jisto a she nicht nachher dat do licht do ben das noch tragi ja dat do licht so no shi do licht do zitjim bagade anle an sien da yo de be ba hashande nan kado ba hayado ado ashkiyajin shlida na ahi bohos ko yo beneshlido benanchkin do at the benach idigildo do shit yam shit at edande ashi ba hayado najin kado do biket na dahagi it's ado ehos dos ko dishti de yas chili hallo do ba hashia do tradigeshi do natin kado na ahido o beyajin da hatle hello ko hota yasinanesh is ko njoni ka agi So just briefly in English, I just wanted to introduce you guys. My name is Donovan Russell. I'm from Black Mesa, Arizona. If you're not familiar with Black Mesa, it's Peabody Coal Mine up on top. That's where I reside. I live on coal, so Kayenta is the nearest community town where we drive into for groceries and gas. And so this is a wonderful pageant, and it's they consider it very prestigious, and so it's one of a kind pageant, and nowhere else in the world do they have a butchering contest that is part of the pageant. So feel fortunate that you guys ran, and you guys are going to do a wonderful job. And so just like the other judges and other people have spoken, is just speak kind words and be respectful to these young ladies as they perform here, and just be of good thoughts and prayers for them. God bless each and every one of you, and you guys are going to do a really good job, and I can't wait to have some mutton afterwards. Ayan da ni kapito ni ako eshi obat lo hasinigi binache ko achda do lohigi ya e laben hil hoshne dole. So yes, there's a lot of people that say take the butchering contest out of the pageant, but no, I highly recommend, and you guys continue to keep it a part of the pageant. It's a very holistic teaching that you receive from your mother and your grandmother, and so it comes from the home, from your homeland, and so ishi be'no edo le do an le china hasli je do kitsoke ko agi the be eyaban nada atole ko hota eya nikiche de hot si do le do here. Thank you for watching and tuning in. So thanks.
Thank you again. As we proceed to the butchering, I want to just introduce, briefly recognize the butchering assistants that will be helping. Miss Etty Anderson Abasta will be helping contestant number 1. Let's give her a round of applause. Tanisha Francis will be helping contestant number 2 from Fish Point, Arizona. And also Sonia Lee will be assisting from Oak Ridge, Arizona, will be assisting contestant number 3, okay? So with that said, let's get to the main event, the whole reason we're here. I want to turn it over to, we have a 1-hour demo. We're going to start with the neck cutting, and we'll go from there.
Niagara, go.
Yad eshik e she ya Alfreda Lee hun she trapa ha ya nshlo desh chini bashish chin hanarahni e ya desh chedo hanarahni desh nala yad e desh nido and here ya we're from the Office of the Auditor General, and we'll be tallying the votes throughout the whole week, and then we'll be presenting the Miss Navajo Nation pageant results at the coronation. So thank you all very much. That's all I have to say. Thank you. Bye.
Where are we sending them now? Come on down, ladies. Take your spot. Who's the timer?
Are we showing the cutting?
No.
Oh, okay. Do you grab it over there?
Good morning again, ladies and gentlemen, those that are tuning in. I have the timer here, Micaiah Charlie, who's going to start the time. We have a 1 hour time limit. She will be walking through the area and showing the contestants how much time is left. So with that said, we're going to start the timer. We can turn it over to the butchering.
grab that side on that other leg, pull it up. Okay. And go down this way first. Hold this part right here. Hold this part. Oh yeah, there.
Dina ahaki to pacho ke pina itishketo le
I gotcha.
atsira shaykhit kocho
Yeah. The bend just go. Yeah. They had to go again. Say it. Gonna just is. I could out a yacht con. So I could out a chon. Oh.
yeah. Lashish.
Okay, let's go down this side. Oh.
I love this knife. My favorite knife. Okay, so let's pull it out now. Oh, it's a female.
But the hair just income.
Can you say that in English, please? We're gonna get it.
Do you have a shovel? A shovel?
What's that? I don't know. I'm not fluent in my Navajo.
Hold on.
Yeah, hold on, please. Thank you.
Can you hold it? Oh, yeah, there.
Khait ang thousand in the ahigi halik on thousand eighty-gina
Yaha. But I was in the she but not like Yaha, she, but what Najin, Ado in the Nesk Ahagi, a big do, but said Najin, got out, she, $80.
yeah nzone yeah
Hold that one for me. Hold it. This one.
yeah it's iron show Father does Faidan
The Kagigi, though, it's ingi, Beninanigi, Edi, the Akagan Linigi, though, it's Linigi, it's Anjin, I could, Eben, yeah. Jonathan, Ella.
Ara, die kan. Die shit at eight so. Okay.
Yat ish yaji shanding.
Oh, yeah,
Nandish kitolel.
Hakashi.
Die kan at the benna akito the behakit hatet ege.
Oh.
The bepetsi shachit ego e.
Eshi netas kait aro haishi did hojonji la did ya ka halya be Je kassa je kassa wat jij die de benatje si had kalli bandi dolle benie had isi de chult il ajen le de hojonje bi aro die de akke ayon jani taske ye na hadlen had
Machine has a hair.
oh ja Beka ayo hayu
Shanti.
ah
Na dik kidigi sa nande desh kishya.
oh kashi
Hade dat de bessa. Ik die niet dat niet do. Feit egin do egin stahosen.
Nana she did kid
Hade de bessa. Ik die niet do. Egin do het aan stahosen. Do egi.
do ahiki dishi well yahiki ba Pilaganik any brisket well yeah sake beka hola hat yeah well yeah she ne ne hepa he she be dilkish dide she shapa shape do ko hat she yeah Etsy she to Etsy ya dole oh Asian
Jana
ik ga het oh je dit well yeah oh yeah
45 minutes at sea.
oh gosh of course okay
45 minutes, guys.
okay
Oh, sorry.
Ja, ik zie choteni da choteni. Ba adige na chief da ni se.
oh
Ado hospitals mai. Ani Navajo de tobo nesle. Na da secure in your after na fargi.
oh
Ado bitse. Na jini. Jino. Asjana de wose ya. Dones ka. Bigane so. Asjana. Inda den ate. Ado ka agi so. Ka ni. Do beta hazen. Jana na isha.
je isle ko evenia aro di kwa di ako amana hasan bakake eji da di kishe evenia na hatkengo ye go je bitch ye ji go evenia ye go na hatken edia ye
Even Yelan Nehna.
Benia she hashit out ye the vegan get clouds blood clot ye well yeah a hajogo a day just wala see it yeah so
Good job.
Gewa.
Edit other. Ben sada ne sky da nicht so. Sonne.
Ja.
Ben nas the balance. A coach at the is in da. I don't need now wahagi. Best other dollars than it. It's the yard, it's the dollar. And in Navajo, a bit the board, not necessarily. Nezo a Navajo. A call a what Abba hasn't. Nesk Agi a yid didn't a yid.
A yid.
Quaggy nothing,
Oh.
I don't think could a bit say. Bit saggy, so. The Inzononesca. The willow a yard on escata. Quaggy so digitally. The ribs. But soggy. Zono del con a yard nescata. So zone a be one that what you see. Yes, I stood in the not awfully. A call. What are a dozen?
En she Malcolm should a year have learned. Yeah, well, Yaki, the should pass and the negative year. The Lagana she should pass and Ebony. Oh, hi.
Quite a she thought you're a lot of quite a gymnasium method. Be your dog, a bit David.
The Able Yaki?
Oh,
The
bear, the leg.
Oh, gosh.
Me to tell each judge that? Because she doesn't know where it's at.
She did in Niagara. Even yeah, could it bit simple. Bininamigi a audit the audit shot. Had just sit had sit like a benina. Which all double hinge on put out. She mother she مثلا ايش الناس لا اكنت اب وهمش جنو قلنا الله هي
Adigi eya nda chiya. Ako the adigi eya ad anasile. Ako ani na wago ya. Ani na wago iba wo jinas I kagi. Bobo just ile. Bobo ne so eya ani nagase. Dio de jaj. Ko ta di da zo bena khadi.
Oh.
Ko ani nagahagi da nise. Best order dolle. Adaro nesk agi bebe hazinigi ko agi najin nilense. Nile. Ko agi. Ado betse do. Kuji. Betse agi hojisi. Diashtonun chones kaya. Ado ko agi ayo kase ko agi hojisi. Ado atsuagi ko agi so. Ashtonun do wado eto nes katase. Hunle ya. Hunle. Ande hunle. Do that with your hands. It's nice and smooth, right? A bit and so. So a B1 that would you see? Ashton bits no a dones katase. What other Bahazen? To see? Biga here.
Yeah. I didn't go around this. Oh, I'll tell you what he said. You can't. I think I can. Now that he's already told me. It's just this part right here.
What? Yeah, Shadeja. Oh, yeah. Yeah, la. Hala it. Where was it?
It's right on its throat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, la. I forgot. Okay. I'll just start skinning.
You want to do that other side, the other leg?
Yeah.
Hula. 2.
How do you say her name?
Ashkela.
Ashkela. Dí quite le dead in Geshagis, is a lot trying England. A jadigi da a ganigi, quaggy, is a lot trying England. The Adash.
Bula.
At iyan e le ko tire aka ayo at I la bi to de tweet I taro hala tire ha ishi walya ne de ta alketa tire be tweet I ha choje ye na halen aro tida ka be jol in beni hagi she will the gana she will like lotion aro to go be day tweet in
30 minutes, ladies, 30 minutes.
Saha. And they went which one to article be a gentle although and they hang up a be a gentle and they which one to hook it okay be a gentle and I'll call they shot and that then stage go a good a be pleasure give a be a good show Saha. One, two, three.
Espinha de qua onde outra tem aí aí acho aí de negeje ishi qua di bananko binia outra
Ne beijos antidene.
والله شيء
Da nego hashil in.
كلها بس تعزم ده
Hold this. Thank you. Pull it. Get me another long knife like that right there. Di sé cha éholia a dhéad san ólia. Chaid a chairá cho chaispa as a díl í a cáí a go chuta.
Jana?
Oh, President.
Do chaid átrón.
That's it, Dickie. That's it. That's it. That's it, eh? That's it. That's fast and that.
Hakoshin.
Yeah. That's it. That's it. Yeah.
Na this kya.
Oh.
Ado tatil zagin le do ni do haid.
There's a whole long there. Toda totada. Hologo, halo eya no yajigi eya ha ni holo akodi kotaji ko do akot la hoyaje ebinina do just inda a hot ni la swiss sani aya da ne oh I need you to stand up and hold it up like this. Thank you. Oh gosh.
Nido haid.
London.
Ado tahatit zagin le adin do nido hadini
Question bizarre hashtag hashtag a could outdoor could you charity daily yeah oh Mana ya?
Is it hit up, didn't you? Can you say your name?
Ashkela?
Ashkela. Mandish Kidya. I thought that. Yeah. Zakin land or need a Hadini.
I could do it.
Ashika dentro. Ashkela. Understand?
Right here is the throat. Azul.
Idilla Zabede. I bet you tell. I caught the hash dish out. The son of one leader. She let it did it.
Petition. It's a diggy. Oh, it's an area. Who culture a bonus cut. Cardi shot. Couldn't use back then. I say, oh, whew, let's do it.
Shadeja Shanding. Hailabania did the gay essence gives also gay adulta.
Daddy?
Oh, Hailabania did the gay essence gives.
Bini nani di could out in Gizo, di could out. Ja, das.
It's in this doch contact saho iyo hadne.
Det är så hållande. Så det är kuttra.
Jana ahote. Isimini na choteni isi. Ako doch contact saho et bébé has ça c'est piège ça c'est piège.
Okay. Should help her shot. What do you need? Just hold this part. Thank you. Oops, sorry. It's okay. Oh, cool. Where are you at? Okay. Don't touch it again. Yeah. Just pull this part. Don't eat it.
They could have asked in the lagi Asia. It changed a lot. Even here, I'm the boss in the study. I could out a nationalist party, but I could out a GCD, England, Lingi, a baho. Could out everything.
someone. Can you hold this one? Yeah, just hold this one. That back to me. Got it? Can you hold this? You put it where the skin's at. Oh no, it's already separated.
You ready to use this one? Okay. Thank you. Mm-hmm.
Keep the yeah, that's okay. There you go. You got it. You got it. Now try it back. I know. 7 minutes. Dide.
Oh,
It's not Siswalla.
how should our choice, eh?
Be it though, dislodges.
Jana.
Yaha. Ila walien. Da yaha. A chashtish, that's a wall, yeah. Oh.
Atkelle dich nicht, also.
Hey?
Atkelle.
Atchilla. Oh.
Do Giada von ni o yo tata kizile ta nicht.
Oh, okay.
You did what you could. It's okay. She did. Yeah, even I cry. He's cash. It's the Atiel. That is the ribs. The little part of the ribs. The rib cage.
Okay, just pull it together, hold it together, and then pull. That's it. I can't pull this part. It's so slippery. Okay.
Wow.
Okay, this is gonna be hard because
Okay, can you sit now? Can you stop? Yeah, just rest and wash up before the next one.
Hello again, those of you that are live streaming, Facebook Live, different areas, watching the pageant. You got to see the butchering firsthand. I thought it was something that's very impressive. Let's give the ladies another round of applause, guys. Great job, ladies. Awesome opportunity. Aro kodo na ta as ahiki, kodo e ya e ta ta di tsagi, kodo shi e ya e, bit ta na ti jishiki e ya e neheki. The cleansing of the intestines will be the next judging ceremony. It'll be for 30 minutes as some of the others are catching up. I just wanted to recognize some of the sponsors for today's event. We wanted to thank the Office of the President, Vice President, the Honorable President Jonathan Nez, Vice President Myron Lizer. Also wanted to thank Navajo Nation Oil and Gas Corporation, NECA, Navajo Engineering Construction Authority, NAPI, Navajo Agricultural Products Industry, also Navajo Nation Shopping Centers Incorporated, Sacred Wind Communications, Navajo Nation Office of Management and Budget, Office of the Speaker of the Navajo Nation, Intech, Navajo Transitional Energy Company, Navajo Parks and Recreation Department, Navajo Tribal Utility Authority, Choice Wireless, Navajo Tribal Utility Authority, also Blue Nadant Suites back here, Mr. Erickson Billy and his shop here. You can visit his site online, Blue Nadant Suites. Also Navajo Spirit, Navajo Forestry Department are some of our sponsors here for today's event. We wanted to thank them as well, as this event takes a lot of coordination, collaboration, and without these sponsors, this event would not be possible. So I wanted to thank them again, and also thank the helpers for assisting here. The President earlier mentioned that this may be a little graphic or a little too graphic for some individuals, but we need to keep in mind that this is a part of our culture, part of the Navajo culture. This is a common scene for our people. So we thank you for tuning in and taking part in this virtual event. There's been a lot of adjustments to how this pageant is being conducted, and we want to thank the pageant committee, head by Crystalline Curley, my daughter, and the rest of the crew here. A lot of volunteers that are coming here to assist in this event today. As you saw the butchering, as you got to see the from the onset, it's something that takes a lot of time and patience, and also takes a lot of coordination. And so thank you again for tuning in on that. Aro kodonda as agin hinalta al yagi ade shikero shidneda isnol tsagi don hinalta al kidiki njono e yahe kodon kichak liligi jo e yahe hinda as anle izadiki gesto azagi elnech da ado kade da dil do ikha chi in linigi hilte ha ninigi cho e bich na da na da hat do jishin le ko ado e kodo e khashin so e judges dan linigi en da itel kido kodo e khashin da do tsa nlede na aki sako isen sago konne de bek di ni ko khedi ntol ha no khalet a en la bik edil ne tadabet no jo hot a en tabet kid le ko shik edo shit ne ado sto isen sa sto sa tabet kid ya en stanil sa do edo na ahta sa dan ni she het aban tin kes jo hot adan da edil kido e kodo e khashin so e tabet nestra do ya be ya da ho a git a jo hot a ya not ndahol ne lishik edo shit ne ko ado yo bohon ne tle ni ragi ni ketlen da has a geshi hot a nda os a glohot de chholo ado hashin so ya sa da ni le edo ba al qida da no shaibin na oya abtsa na shande a ko hoshit ni edo ba al qida no da hot a da na ntin lingi da holo belnaz lago Adon le bebit koda dat hagi is dat olge khait atshda johot adan da dikidn le koshik edo shit ne ko gi dat hagi kodo be alkhahon nedo ba shi alte le ko atkhago hich I can't dan linigi eben na shida yosinigi ko ado ka nat jagi to ha volunteers on linigi April Francis Otto Albert Nez Jr. Otto Deborah Lister, Otto Marlon Joe and his crew ko shik edo shid ne kodo hot ni ka na jagi Otto kodo khashin so chi il te ha ninigi jo edo khashin so khanne bada di do khashin so sa ndab nestragi chi gidit destadat Otto qata chada enigi shin kwa enkis ishan na di tleto le shik edo shid ne ko Ado an hito sa khashin so ya nda ahaki kodo eben na nishida yila ko ado shi ashi ko na apik yan linki da neto le ko sto shi kedo shi ne ko an le na akida yedit khebelye da no jo hot ya kodo nda bidikido ko zan le ko shi kedo shi ne ko ya ada da is not sa do dan hin naligi Ado hashin son kich lingi biketen so zinigi ado ba not edo ba na not kinigi masando che nale ado mado jada no lingi kodo in ki awe lingi hot eben na shida yosin ko andle Navajo Nation Fair ban alteho di the first day hot na akot to youth nan kha asah natle hinne jo ben kilta hosin qadi the crossing sana nigi bitsa ad kuya bata ho le khoshik edo shit ne shi min na chinal kidigi ado nikil ishane da yosin ko andle da tsa da is not tsagi do dan kin nafigi edo shaha in tshago with that I want to say thank you again for those that have tuned in and witnessing this historic event. The first time the Miss Navajo pageant is going virtual due to the circumstances that basically the country and the globe is experiencing right now. However, we're doing the best that they can with the situation that we're handed. We're going to move into the cleaning of the intestines. The contestants will be given a 30-minute slot. As soon as we get the green light, we will turn that over again to the cleaning of the intestines. Thereafter, we will have the meat cutting. When you look at the animal that's been butchered here, you have the arm, the leg, you have the ribs. We're going to turn into that aspect of it. It takes a lot of patience and it's a lot of knowledge to cut meat. As I listen to our elderly, our mothers and grandmothers, there's a certain way that you prepare the arm, the leg for stew meat. Even the briskets of the animal here, there's certain ways that people prepare the meat. So we're going to turn into that as well after the cleaning of the intestines. So again, we want to thank you, and you got to witness basically butchering of this magnitude. It's a community event. You can hear the laughter. That's something that our people take pride in. It takes a lot of a lot of hard work to prepare an animal like this, a sheep. So you even got to see the honorable president get his hands in there and assist with some of the butchering. So I want to thank again the judges, also the assistants, Ms. Sonia Lee, Etty Anderson, Abasta, Tanisha Francis, also the volunteers on site that are assisting with this butchering demo. So with that, I think, are we ready to proceed, Crystalline? Okay. So I think we're going to proceed on to the cleaning of the intestines. As the ladies contestants were preparing butchering the animals, the judges went through, and I don't know if some of the listeners were able to hear some of the questions that were asked. A question that was asked that I overheard was, in the Navajo culture, if a female is pregnant, can she or he take part, or can she take part in the butchering? Was one question that was asked. Another question that I heard a judge ask one of the contestants was, if you were asked to identify a sheep to butcher, how would you identify which sheep to butcher? So those things are something that we are taught as individuals, as Navajo people, is some of those teachings that are handed down from our grandmothers and grandfathers. So again, I'm really enjoying today's competition. I think we're ready to proceed with the intestines. Okay, they still have one more to go. We also have a lot of volunteers here that are preparing. We have people, I think people from forestry that prepared some of the wood so that they can do some of the cooking on site. We do have the sheep head over on the fire already getting prepared. So those of you that are tuning in virtually and maybe craving some mutton, I apologize for tempting you all, but it's something that, again, we're hoping that we'll continue on with our Miss Navajo pageant. Again, the sponsors: Office of the President, Vice President, Navajo Nation Oil and Gas, NECA, Navajo Engineering Construction Authority, Navajo Agricultural Products Industry, Navajo Nation Shopping Centers, Sacred Wind Communication, Navajo Nation Office of Management and Budget, Navajo Nation Office of the Speaker Seth Damon and his 24th Navajo Nation Council. We also have Navajo Transitional Energy Company, Navajo Nation Parks and Recreation Department, Navajo Tribal Utility Authority, Choice Wireless, Navajo Tribal Utility Authority, Blue Nadant Suites, Mr. Erickson Billy over my left-hand shoulder here. Also Navajo Spirit and Navajo Forestry Department. We also have a lot of other sponsors, and again mentioned the volunteers that are taking part and assisting with today's event. We have a lot of media here. We have people from the Arizona Republic that are reporting on this, so I really appreciate it. And thank you again. I guess we'll transition over here in a little bit to the cleaning of the intestines. The young ladies are getting prepared for that. For those that did not finish with the hanging of the animal, we have some volunteers assisting with the getting that ready for the cleaning of the intestines. So again, thank you for tuning in, guys. We really appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun. We still have about another hour to go, the cleaning of the intestines and also the preparation of the meat. So again, thank you, and I hope you're having a good time out there, wherever you may be. We've had people tuning in on Facebook Live that are really enjoying the event. We also have people as far as overseas that are taking part in this and watching this. I've got some text messages from as far away as New York City, people taking part in all of that. So thank you again. I hope you guys are having a good time. We're going to turn it over to the cleaning of the intestines. So I guess we're going to have Crystalline and her crew take it away. All right. Thank you, and thank you again. thank you again to welcome back to the 69th annual Miss Navajo Nation pageant. We are about halfway through our pageant here. We just got done with the morning butchering. They're going to turn over to the cleaning of the intestines. We have some additional sponsors that I wanted to recognize. The Fire Chasers Association, Mr. Neil Damon and his crew. They're actually here on site assisting with the butchering as well. We also have the Miss Navajo Council. Something to be said about the Miss Navajo Council. A lot of these former Miss Navajos, they come back together throughout the year to celebrate and really to promote the office of Miss Navajo. Over the years, the office has been elevated to an office within the office of the President and Vice President. So it's a high honor to serve as Miss Navajo Nation. I know a lot of young ladies out there have dreams and aspirations of being an ambassador of the Navajo Nation. So for those young ladies that are living off reservation, for them to experience this virtually, I think is a very healthy thing. It's a very important thing that we can showcase this event. So thank you to the Miss Navajo Council for continuing to stay together and also supporting this event. We also have American Indian Services that we wanted to recognize, Cellular One, Navajo Nation Fair Office. As you all are aware, this is the second year we are not having the Navajo Nation Fair, but we're hoping in a year's time that we can get back to it. We also wanted to recognize Orthodontal Incorporated, Navajo Nation Museum, Mr. Manny and his crew here at Navajo Nation Museum, Manny Manolito. Also, Just Like Home, Cheryl Curley, we wanted to recognize them as well. Also, some special recognition to Diné Protection Services, Marie Ann Gamble, Lyle Smith, Maxine Sloan and family, Marilyn Billy and family, Yvonne Scott and family, also Leonardo Duncan and family, Marla Billy and family, Winifred Jumbo and family, Winifred Jumbo, Jennifer Wheeler, Geraldine Gamble and family, and Vida Bessie Frank. So those are some of the other individuals that we wanted to recognize that are sponsoring and really contributing to this event. Again, we're very fortunate to have this event happen. If it were not for Navajo Nation Television, Navajo Nation TV and film for broadcasting this, we would not be able to do this live. So for all the staff at NNTV5, Navajo Nation TV and film, thank you for your continued support and willingness to assist with this virtual competition. Also, all the media people that are here supporting and showcasing this to the world, we thank you for that as well. When we're ready to go with the timer again, we will have an official timer. We will have 30 minutes for the intestines cleaning demo. So we'll go ahead and proceed to that here in a couple of minutes as they finish up one sheet there at the tail end. And again, it's a collective effort here today, guys, ladies and gentlemen. We have people from various different offices volunteering their time. As we all know, today's a national holiday. So although it's a national holiday, a lot of us are out here working and taking part in this special event. So it's a lot of fun. I hope you all are enjoying it from wherever it is you're viewing, wherever it is you have the luxury to view from. And again, if you're craving mutton, we apologize. We'll just keep you in mind when we're out here sharing some of the meat from today. So looking forward to the finale of preparing some of the meat and sharing with our relatives. So with that said, we're gonna, I guess, turn it over here to Mr. President and have the President say a couple more words, and we'll go from there.
Thank you, Zane. As we wait for the timer, again, we welcome you to the 69th annual Miss Navajo Nation pageant, and many of the sponsors, all the sponsors that were mentioned by Mr. James, we appreciate your support. And it's awesome to see these young ladies, do the butchering, and we are going to be preparing, or they're going to be preparing the insides. And Chishido Adar Neto Les Teach Aro here Con Nakachin here where the Nanishida Eli Shandin Yazi Aro Niagara Rock Bridge Aro Ashkela Lakota Iron Shell Hot out the Nanishida Ilagi Teach Nanit Kodo amado je che masan anala no thenigi ake no thenigi kodo tanihinasa njonugo e ya biya dahos la kon khalchen kodo tenek eche dabede kido dila e hit dabede no kodo nat do tenek eche ashchane adayilla ba hel Aro di kon nakaalchin shi e asao shin kon hones nanigi e nihimes Navajo nantli doles di nana khagi so e shi bisindel nishtoles ado da nani ay ashmonish e no thini ale dan ihinalgi do da isonoltsagi sadiat e bayadalt so kon nakaalchin ada ilegi ada ilagi do ada ilegi een jungo e kodo sariat egi bich kodel na ye da betzil dolle do ye hada alni dolle so hot a e nihe ol inshallah do e belgana be ol insit er din hinige ol insit shada nisan le hada shi belgana kiyata da nisle nihe ya dosna nna so e betzade e benin nan he ol iltoni nan tin nasit ikdolle stadi no jot a e diet a ndaho nantien do kodo bisinash inigi fulfill ishi do kodo tragije izli ajdo nantien hije kodalia tragije nihe ol iltoni nantien yadaltio ahot a e hannen hije kodalia ebe dan hije zil dole e nihe ol iltoni nantien so kodoshi bahosh atole first lady ja just get all that dokon nije gatchen hier we dan linigi nanishi da ilagi do de legi shi ya dolne snabo
Yate, thank you again. It's good to be here. We're right in the we got done with the first portion of the butchering contest. There's 4 parts to this, so we're not completely done yet here. But we're live streaming this, so thank you again for joining us. President Yahatzigi, 3 days of our family conference that occurred last Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and a lot of the topics that were covered had to do with the home and the family, and just really creating and encouraging and positive environments for our families. And of course, a lot of it has to do with parenting, with teaching, with engaging and bonding with our children. And of course, not just our children, but our grandchildren, our nieces and our nephews. And you know, as Navajos, we're very social and with our relationships, and of course with the clan system and our kinship systems. It always extends beyond just our immediate home and our immediate family. So Kodoshi Hatal Joniko Nkinashanada Aitla Ko Di Jehiki Ko Ashi Hatal Ado Hodina Sheko Achil Deto Aquake Height Archo Energy, though height hashed 8 irrigation, Hinafnat 8 later. I call at 1 o'clock go a. We do the traditional foods contest, and that's where they'll get a. They'll be able to present to us how they're going to make these foods into dishes. And so thank you again for being here with us. Ado ade dan hinatigi tohodon hideni ke. I call hajo. Kon hinafetais any do hatahatsi higi do hajopa dadinos and do njonico baban to that case. Yoshi and lahado Nicole, Hashinet Lashi, the Netahonetling go hotel, Benal Edgeleko, Ado Benal Edgelko, a codon heg, Nikidani cake, Codo, Hajabi Raton Sozindo, Hajaba Pansada case. We just ask you again that you keep all your thoughts and your words positive for the young women who are competing in the pageant. You know, it's not an easy task to decide that you're going to run and to actually come out here and perform in front of those of us who are here in person, as well as those of you who are watching virtually. This is just the beginning of the week, and we just ask that you extend good thoughts to them, and you know, just be there to support and encourage them, and to to extend good prayers for them. And I really do hope that as we present to the rest of the world, to all of you out there in a virtual fashion, that we will, just watching this will inspire other young women who might want to contend for this pageant and for this title in the coming years. So question hashin baban to that case on hits all can hinalekeda a con lay nasket that con date without con they jake on late a call Aju Junagoshin hotel that no senegi hotel future but needs in. And thank you again for those of you who have children and grandchildren who will want to run for this role in this pageant later in life, and we wish you all the best in getting them prepared to teach in the Navajo language, to teach in the Navajo culture. You can't get in done. The art is the hot egg, but I just hit the hot Hawa has age, the not hot ad neck at a other just hit the hot hour Nilze go a Dobetland Adase echo hot egg she but that was a call that not safe, and one day we want to of course see them competing here. And thank you again to the Navajo families, to all our relatives out there for, bringing us contestants every year. And we pray that in the coming years that we'll always have a lot of contestants, and that we want young women to grow up to contend for these titles. And, it brings a lot of inspiration, and it's just, to us, it makes everyone feel good. I'm sure, for a lot of us, and especially our older generation, I'm sure it's, it makes them feel good to see that there's still young women who know Navajo, the Navajo language, who know how to speak it, and who know how to do some of these things such as butchering. And in the coming days, you'll see them present to us in their modern and traditional talents. And some of us, we were told, and just looking at the prior Miss Navajos that we've had over the years, you can see that in their lives. They've excelled academically, they hold careers, they have employment, but they also retain the Navajo teachings. Later on in life, these young ladies are going to have their own homes and their own families. So it really does make an impact for us from one generation to the next generation. And so I thank all the former Miss Navajo Nation, all the prior crown holders, and then of course our current one. And you've set a high standard for all our future Miss Navajo. So,
Yeah, nan she tsu Ano kodo ya chi il degishi bitch dahnad ol dahton the timer lachaj eshi qad kodo ya bitch dahnad ol dashik edo shidne chi il degi eshi thatin dahaljin ba na hasfaro lel. We're going to go ahead and turn it over to the back over to the cleaning of the intestines. The cleaning of the intestines. The contestants will have 30 minutes here to prepare that. So the timer, are we ready? All right, let's start the time. 30 minutes from here on out, guys. Feel free to tune in again. Thank you.
Then dump it in there. And just hold it like that for me. No, just hold it like that. Yeah, just kind of mush it around in there. There you go.
Here. This one ferments it right here, and then it goes into this one.
Okay.
So then, this is the one that you use for the eat. So then you cut that one. And then this one's the no, the liver. So I'll get rid of this one.
I'd eat just there, yeah.
Oh.
I'll so hard to year, has a dish eat a Denisha, in here.
Dibiniya, na nationality kaya sorry.
It's hard to year, though, I'll ski floor. Has a dish eat.
Hi biniya.
Hi biniya.
Biniya di Halait what did the neck at you held go has how would I say it? You don't want it to dry. That's why. And then Ebony it's eat treat us eat Ebony be you know it's really tender, it's really good, and you don't adds more flavor, and it's sometimes Sanis and Tastui they like to eat it, so like they just put it in there, and you have to do it fast, otherwise if it guy's out already it's gonna harden.
Yeah, exactly.
Was it right here? You cut.
Beninani gi di eat ni also och het latle benina. Ja.
Nande shit. Ikwa apa nas nelege hai.
Tire.
Ikwa bahasa ani.
A cause. 哎呀，都这样的，对的，我贴了，贴了，贴了，贴了。
난데시 키리야. 아바사지게. 또 찌찌스테오. 아바사지게 아스타지스이호 존이에 다지니세 에하 이비니에.
몰라.
ديجي اي تجاي بدت دي ولا شلتنا
خيدي شيء بدك هنا ديشين
بدك هنا جي اي يا ديده ولا get some of that water and just dump it in here. Okay, wait, not too much. No.
And haeshi shikado hashi ekayeje di bandi aron leje onasje bilganeshi put it in the hole. Atsilachigo aroride what egi di dia di de arot is let be it ibnia di de yeah, oh. Oh, okay. Let's see.
Maybe
cut it open.
Die ben ik not zien zo juist. I need some water.
Dat zijn je radigi.
Oh.
Is zich gewoon de gade ja jiva.
Hele keep on the benetical. Article. No, hey, that's the. Yeah,
they cut up on that.
بجي دوش الباهوز and oh you هكي بي خناخله أكيد إيش الباهوز
The Ada Giada, the cause, Holya.
cause
The legalic etchical ulcers, Holya.
oh gosh إيش الباهوز
نمازو في الساعات زوف نهلن
oh
ايه خاجيش ايه
okay
خطاش لا عين
In later تيجي بيجي بغن إيش شنو ده شيء هلنا دي نانل نانل كان أدوش ياش مالكم دو ماثيو دوش مثلا برنيس إن ليدا تكان ده بغن جيمس ولا هيك إيش نتا شيء هلنا أنت نخطو تا نبخه
Shidesha. Nandish kit. They called us the Sosagi. Which I eat a hasholia.
إيه رأسك إيه هاد إيه هوليا باللقانا يك أجي شيء تيجندن بنالتوس
No. They don't. Kojos Sosagi.
دي إيه دي تو وليه كي تو شفاسن دا إيه شيء دي تي بيجي شوي تو إيش شفاسن بنجي كي تو شفاسن دا دنك أجي
إيش بيجي إنت؟
دي ده أدلكي بيجي إيه تلاقي إيه دي شو تلقين هاد إيش شيء تو هلا بيجي شنقي دو هاي أشتو دي نسن إيه دي بيجي أخليه إيه واتجي إيه كوا أرو دي ده با أحيانا إيه كوا أرو بين بيش لهكو إيه آلتو كو بيش أرو ديجي آلتو جيا إيه دي هاي نانساكي بخلو دو دي ده إيشي 네 스카이고 디데 지야
Fatale Skaga. Det är a bit kenne hålla.
A bit kenne.
Asani.
Ja. Ik ben lekker aan het shit paus. Hej.
İşgal yaşayacağım.
I forgot how to say that in Navajo, but it's the gallbladder.
Dide ayo hayi sa ishi ze do na saki bigi hashi walya jolia na halnen sa bigi ayo shine sky dide hojit jiya it hayi nutrition at egi it ethnisen it egi shit land
دي أول يهجيش نفاهم
بالكانك أجي liver ولا إيش أو إيشي نسكي دي if you have joint problems, anything, this has really good nutritional value in it. And if you eat this, you're going to have really good joints when you get old. Yeah, you'll sani halan bejinya. Aro stage baka and actually yigla. Aida ebeniya nanasaki it.
Jonah.
Did even kotza. Beninangi edi putla baka ishla. Not say.
Say no, beijing yes Biji
yaha
Chiti shin so de shisha.
yaha di
Biji yes ya.
Oh.
Hashin so on so go da Biji. Other Biji yes.
Last month?
Yeah.
But I learned a lot. I didn't know you the cleaver on the where I was having a difficult part on. I was taught to use the knife. More arms. But it was fun. It was fun getting to learn all.
Is this one of your tools that you brought?
Yeah, I use that for the water to put in here.
I need to buy one.
Just so this one, the reason why I put it on is because this is you're gonna wrap on this one. So this one you can't wet, so it has to stay dry.
Yeah.
So this one is what you wrap this with, so it has to stay wet. It's gonna get all somehow if you keep it all.
Zona, you're doing good.
Thank you. Is
you're the deep behind there, you're the cheat. I come the D is that. So that's surgery. Do it eat the surgery. It's just all this. Do yo which car later. It's just all this digitally. So my son is I didn't tell you. Did you
It's a lot harder when it's dry.
If it's fresh out of it, you can go like this back and forth with your fingers.
10 minutes.
Did you run for Miss Navajo before?
Oh, 2017 I don't.
The question now, hi.
Not doing that kid. Tabit arash na.
Should I kunst? Should I hi gida benashnik?
Only nashan tishnitla. Chinit atinchli.
Ado yo than kisi hindi abe hadni nido hayolia.
At shop biho. I could add the helnitla. I could ask another. I could ask another yankle. Oh, nile it's a rigi I see it the cost is it the did it
In late chill de yonigi.
oh
Nikize a day ko the baggy so a yoga spread hasn't as the not closely. She chain the your knowledge being how you kasoya. Itatilo aloha ishi chiligi hen trade e yito ne ado ye bit abe ye ta in le kwa hagishi bes tangi what not closely ada halnya
this thing, what was it? Hello.
La.
Oh, the
Falt is it the fun ja.
Wala, hey, so she's about in shit a hofne aro do shit do hajogo fancy kitchen. What go she? Shit thousand she does a day she does shit thousand. Sorry, Malcolm. I forgot.
It's ado yo than kise ye be hadni ndo nido hai atishne
The shit alcohol maybe at ado what you shit that's a country at in on shipa she it's a she it's a trunk she you're that's a country
what makes it
Asian Nadish Kidibini health concern 8 Agi Kedashi de Hochid Leko at Tro Yechiclaro Quay Ado Agi Tichico at Kadea COVID how long a woodla did 8 Kedashi did at she did to eat Kadea woodla. I'm kitchen the because the fishing alcohol. And well, was ago he had a did Beijing.
Abe has need to know ya. They yosa conjure.
Oh,
the holiday chillet aya. Yaniki.
Oh, chillet.
Nikki
Oh, alcohol the Gia.
Cool.
She did eat late in the year, it would be beji yat eda eda to e nana set do azet a kochia
Ashin dan nilhosh nadide. Sa bahasl soza di digit e hawli di.
flejiki
Daga.
oh
Sa bahasl soza dide. Khagi shi.
ba
Is definitely.
oh bio with ya a koji ekla
Ejidli hobbit. Just soza sejina.
oh chef basen and she masana she told me even yeshi yo ekla Shande syndrome
Masando at suyo eskets isle ya. The not about loss and ni don't pohonetli.
oh yeah I'm like trying to break it apart.
Oh, indeed. Oh.
We butchered yesterday.
Gotta be prepared. Would you? Gotta.
3 minutes.
Gotta.
Oh, yeah, the chinsen. I know.
Okay, hold it. Just hold it right there.
Thank you.
Can you ravel this up for me?
Don't get that part. Ah, I got it tangled.
Hello again, and welcome back again to the 69th annual Miss Navajo Nation Pageant. The young ladies, the contestants, just completed the cleaning of the intestines here. We will give them a couple of minutes to regroup, and then we're going to turn it over into the meat cutting competition. They will be allotted another 30 minutes for that particular event. We do have a timer on hand. So thank you again for tuning in. Those of you that are partaking from various parts of the nation, the Navajo Nation and beyond, from the United States and beyond. We're getting a lot of positive comments on Facebook Live, and we encourage our listeners and our members, our watchers, to try to really keep your comments in a positive manner. It takes a lot of courage to be out here, a lot of competition, a lot of preparation. They go through a lot of adversities, and so thank you again for being positive with your comments over social media. We appreciate it. Getting text messages from throughout the Navajo Nation, people that are very unfortunately disappointed that they couldn't be here, but they understand the situation that they're in. So for that, I want to say thank you again to NNTV and Film, Navajo Nation TV and Film, for allowing our residents, our people, and not just our people, but those beyond, to partake in this historic event. It's one of the favorites of the Miss Navajo competition. We have the sponsors again. I want to continue to reiterate the sponsors: the Office of the President, Vice President, Navajo Nation Oil and Gas, NECA, Navajo Engineering Construction Authority, NAPI, Navajo Nation Shopping Center Incorporated, Sacred Winds Communication, Navajo Nation Office of Management and Budget, and also the 24th Council of Navajo Nation Office of the Speaker, Navajo Transitional Energy Company, Navajo Parks and Recreation Department, Navajo Tribal Utility Authority, Navajo Tribal Utility Authority Choice Wireless, Blue Nadant Suites in the back here, Mr. Erickson Billy and his company out of Chandler, Arizona, Navajo Spirit, Navajo Forestry Department, Diné Fire Chasers, Mr. Neil Damon, also Miss Navajo Council. Miss Navajo Council currently is working on preparing some of the food for this afternoon's competition, food demo competition. Also want to thank American Indian Services, Cellular One, Navajo Nation Fair Office, Orthodental Incorporated, Navajo Nation Museum, Just Like Home, Cheryl Curley and her firm out there. So again, thank you to our sponsors. It wouldn't be possible without them. Like we have been reiterating, the pageant committee here, the amount of work that they put into making this event possible, really adhering to the CDC guidelines as well, making sure that everybody in close proximity are wearing a mask to ensure the safety of our people. So thank you again for that. Aro kat it's lengi it's haneniki jo bit dol tratin haljin kodo be bana hast ado be bana huito shidne bit lin gest ne ko aron le kede tratin haljin kede na kito le at and na berto kil not at ni zito ko na kidi yen soit ado ginel anit ashi in hich hado zindlishik edo shidne ado mado jada no thingi ado keda no thingi nakhalchinin lingi bi yada hol don das no tragi yoba ke ni zindle koshik edo shidne hey ja nan kedish indlishik edo shidne ko ado da is noch tragi to ja kodo nakhalchinin lingi yad hon khabich yada ki do yad hon kha hey kodo hey bich khada ziki edo da nani zin koshik edo shidne ado hey kodo hey the never Washington do anni adlaj das danigi President Jonathan Nez in hich had zi in leko ado hey kodoshi hey shdan lingi bahudish a kill net das danigi Navajo Nation Vice President the Honorable Myron Lizer.
All right. Yeah, Zane, it's good to be here and to see all that's happening. Yat Bine, Vice President Liza here, Comanche Nishle, Tuahane Basis Chin, Do Comanche Deshache, Asha Deshanele. It's good to be here. You know, last year we didn't have this event, and it's much heralded, it's much anticipated, and I know the ladies are ready, and it's so exciting. Also, you know, congratulations to our own two-time serving Miss Navajo, Shandine Parrish, who's going to go on to more endeavors. She's going to go and seek further education, postgraduate degree, MBA, and come back and help the Navajo people. So it's just a real great event. I know it's low key, but you know the whole nation is anticipating it, and it's a very exciting time. I was watching earlier how they were carving up with their carving knives, and you know, truth be known, I used to be a meat cutter myself. I was a journeyman meat cutter for about 7-8 years, and so kind of know what they're doing. I may not be as fast as them, but certainly the technique that's needed, and you know, the patience. You know, what they're doing here is kind of along the lines of being in a production line. You got to pull out your boner real quick and cut and separate that sinew from the bone and the flesh, and knowing where the joints are so you can cut readily through that. So you've seen a lot of that, and you know, if you go too fast, you're going to cut your fingers. I myself cut a tendon on one of my fingers here, so it's still even numb to this day, but I can still play my guitar. But that's how important it is to really be knowledgeable and skillful, and as you guide that knife along those areas there, along, again, the meat, and separating the sinew from the bone, and you know, it takes skill, and so I admire these ladies here having done what they did for a number of years. So what an exciting time. And you know, President was here earlier, First Lady, and my own wife, Second Lady, Dottie. Just a tremendous event to be able to be here and witness. And so prayers go out for all of the ladies, the contestants. Soon, very soon, we're going to congratulate the runners-up, and then we're going to crown the new Miss Navajo for 21-22. So hopefully, right, if this pandemic wanes and goes away, that we'll continue next year again for the next inaugural event. So, but what exciting times. Again, just coming off of 2 years of Shandine Parrish's reign there as Miss Navajo, and then Friday we'll crown a new Miss Navajo. So we're just so excited to hear about what's happening. It's an all hands on deck mentality. You've got people volunteering, and I know it's too, there's a lot of people that aren't able to view and to witness this and be participants in the audience, but I appreciate the NNTV crew here for bringing this live to our fellow Navajo citizens all across the Netra. And so we thank you again. I just want to thank some of our sponsors. I know Zane's doing a great job himself. Navajo Petroleum, our own NECA, Office of the President and Vice President, NAPI, Navajo Agricultural Products Industry, Navajo Nation Shopping Center, Sacred Wind, the Navajo Nation Office of Budget and Management, otherwise known as OMB, Navajo Nation Office of the Speaker, appreciate our 24th Navajo Nation Council as well, Intech, Navajo transitional energy company, and we appreciate everybody's sponsorship. Navajo Parks and Recreation Department, NTUA, our own NTUA, and their division, Choice Wireless, which brings us the wireless cell phones and data and whatnot. The Navajo Spirit and Navajo Forestry Department, and on and on. I know there's a lot of people that contributed. We're going to look for some more spirited competition here, and appreciate again Zane and his great job that he's doing narrating and providing the play-by-play. So these are exciting times. So again, we're so appreciative of all those that are volunteering and just helping, and as we see the waning moments of Shandine Parish's reign here as Miss Navajo, we look forward to crown along with you all. So much anticipation, prayers for the safety of everybody here, and as they put away them knives and start to cook here real soon. So what a great time here. So Lord, God bless you, and may the Lord bless and keep all of our contestants here as well as you all. Hakone. Zane, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Vice President.
Thank you again, Mr. Vice President, the Honorable Vice President of the Navajo Nation, also to his lovely wife, Shema. Thank you for being here with us and supporting the pageant here, and also supporting the administration in all of your endeavors there over at the Office of the President and Vice President. So we're going to transition over to the meat cutting here in a couple of minutes. But just to give you an idea of some of the questions that were asked of the contestants here, one contestant was asked what the purpose of the bile was. What is the purpose of that? And so that was one of the questions that was asked of the contestants. And I know for our Navajo people, is they say that if you drink the bile as it is right out of butchering, it prevents colds. It prevents illnesses throughout the winter months. So that's something we had actually saw one contestant actually drink the bile. And so those are some of the teachings and questions that were asked of the contestants. Another question that was asked is, why is it stressed that immediately upon taking the intestines out, why is it important to clean the intestines right there? And so those are some of the questions that were asked of the intestines. The overall theme of the intestine cleaning was to, I know one judge asked a lot of questions in reference to what is this part of the intestines, what part can be used for the achi portion. So those are some of the questions that were asked of our contestants, and it's something that we are taught. I know our Navajo ladies are taught that by their grandmothers, maternal and paternal grandparents. So we appreciate that, and those teachings again are handed down from generation to generation. So we thank you for taking part in this, again, historic event. Really excited to see the conclusion of the event. We're going to taper off into the last third of the competition here, which is basically the preparing of the meat for cooking. And again, some of this meat will be used for the food demo this afternoon. So with that said, our timer, are we ready for round 3? Okay. Again, let's transition back to the sponsors again. I really want to say thank you again to NNTV and Film for broadcasting this to those individuals that cannot be here, that wish that were here, however can still partake from within their respective homes on this national holiday. I know there are a lot of people that are not working, but we appreciate you all tuning in and taking part in today's event. We will have another event this afternoon, and then also transition into another event on Wednesday. So I'm really honored and happy to be here, part of this on Monday and Wednesday. So I know Friday and Saturday, the coronation, they'll have somebody else running the show, and we appreciate that as well. So thank you again for tuning in and taking part in this event, and really stressing the importance of the Navajo culture here. This is probably the biggest crowd pleaser when people were able to attend. Is the Navajo the butchering competition was something that was highly attended. We'd have a crowd full of people witnessing this, and in the process of it, everybody has a specific way of butchering. Teachings vary from different parts of the Navajo Nation. If you're a Western agency, there's a little slight teaching difference as opposed to Central. Eastern Agency, Northern, and Fort Defiance Agency. So the teaching aspect, the way people butcher is a little different across the Navajo Nation, but overall, the overall theme is it's again a community event that brings families together and it keeps families together. I know some of our historical teachings within our home is when a child is maybe feeling ill or sick, the thought or talk out there was always is maybe he wants some mutton, maybe she wants some mutton, and in the process of that is food is a blessing. Food is something that we take wholeheartedly in, and it's probably some of the best food that you can have out there. It's naturally raised, grass-fed, so some of the most healthiest food that we may have across our nation. And in the process, butchering is always a part of our traditional ceremonies as well. So anytime you have a ceremony, you would have somebody butchering and sharing the food with the extended relatives, extended family. So with that said, again, thank you for tuning in. Ado kodo ya chi el dagi el chinani ya kodo le ado kodo shi ya in linigi ist nagi bit tahnad ol bit tahnad ol da ado inni bahwashna tadin da haljin jo ibana hast an le kodo na nikich ket dan linigi kodo ya in da yilkesh ol le ko shi bit tahnad ol da ado de kuigo shin da bet kid to le chi del deho Shinat na bet ek hidiki jo is in lingi la khit acho la khaibniya khala jil da no jo ko la shinat na bet ek le ko ado kha go judges lingi khada si jo da idil kid le ko ado nal so se kha inda yini to shi bet khon ne do le shi ke do shidne ado sa na bet ek ko chi le ne khaji ko Haish binina hait si ko ejilta jo hot na bede kidle ko da bede kidle ado da go dish hol gedo dish khain yecho ado khandlenigi khay dish ya chi inlengi biket diso bayat jo da hagi ben da no tin shi edo shidne hastguido sani masando che ado anal sado anal skida no thinigi ni khalchin ben da no tkinigi jo ha le ko adon kinal kedon soken dan lingi khode ni hinal kidigi jo ne da is not sado ni hitan kinaligi kinan tkin lingi and le ko do ya hot ado large and lingin ki zad lingi be yaltki ado be to hotos ad not zin be yaltki jo hot ben dan kit nestra benda hot njono kodot so zin ben kha elia بدينا هين في زاد لنجي بأخوة يادو بخا نصن هذا هي تخدتين صاد لنجي بيجلتكي جو جيدات هيك كو أبنا نتكين ليكو أو يا نيت له هذا الشو الأخير ده أنا أنت دي خات زيكو جو سكويدو صاني كو أخدوش كيل لنجي جيدات هيك أو يوجد نتكين بيس اللاغو أديت أنا لنجي شيك إيدوش نأكو شيء أدون كي ناتن دال كيد نأكو شيك إيدوش نأكو ده يا أونشين ده هي نخل إيش جننا ده شليل ده بأخو نصن دولة جو ابني ين نأكو ده يا هات إيرو أرو كأشي هي اشتغل نهجي شيء كوا بتشده نادت أول تهند لكم أرون جنوشين كنا هي نانا الكتولة أرو هي أبن صويت أشي هي نادا بتكتو كتو دت أخذ هتزيتولة أرو تي الصبكيت هي تعات عند أثاقو نبرتو كل شيء أبن زنيت هي نيجي قادو تزنت عند لكم هي إن خبر نصن هي الشيء نتو دفتي بنيكي Ado nin ado bikje shi traditional competition lingi belchina hol jistodles ado tragijin da nish to ad na hot ahdodles ado da nisto de mo yaje da nish bis kan to aj nal neto ad shi nikich ken lingi khashin khana tedodles to khana tadodles ki ad shi bik hot don nish edo shid ne ko ya hot edodles timers. Are we ready? 같이 코도 컷딘다 할진 바나트 왔어. Okay, go. Yeah, you're right. It's 20 minutes.
We just put this one on this one. There we go. Pageant.
Hey, di siya ta?
Di na ka. Ay, ito. Oh, ikan. Ikan. Di siya chikesh. Biniya. Oh, 这个卡了。Die sind sie nicht.
Di siya ta? Hey, di siya ta? Tadi? Oh, di gone ta. Biniya at sa kahit
Haipanaya.
Biniya at sa yung sotahan kes.
Oh.
Attitude.
Oh. Wala. Just cutting off all the meat on the arm. I was taught to go by the bone, to cut by the bone, going down wherever it is, but that's the leg. So just try my best, That's all you can do, Treasure. This one can be made with stew.
Yarla. Oh, that's great. Welcome to Yenish Eden. Ebony,
and it's flimsy. Yeah, when you let it air dry for a couple hours, it sets and it's easier to cut. That's what I was talking about. Just air dry it, and it's easier to cut.
Easier to cut?
Yeah. And it prevents you from cutting yourself too.
Oh,
yeah,
see, I didn't know that. Thank you for telling me that. Yeah.
kujili.
Masana han wat idea.
Oh.
Hidden there's it keeps it sharp. It's good to have a good sharp knife.
Asian. Sto je čutil in.
Oh yeah.
Ik al.
Yeah.
Hafsalja. Ik al.
It's an econ.
Ik al. Is that fillet?
The guy.
The guy.
I need a bed, didn't need hamburger, didn't need yeah. It's an econ get oil yeah.
Oh, it's a iconic.
It's grounded meat.
Oh, goshi. Con.
So my son the water steam yeah. A budget columns on the.
Every yeah. Oh, goshi. She's buzzing at. Yeah, she felt that. Dik ada
yeah. In the best horizon in need a hiddenness.
Did it?
A hiddenness.
I did this. Is she shocked over it? Don't she told.
So my son needs a hiddenness, the two sharp edges towards each other. If they are not there, it's still sharp. Yeah. Okay.
No, she told that.
A hiddenness.
A hiddenness.
Beige hiddenness.
Beige hiddenness. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got it. Ooh, a long cut.
أول لقيت أنجي بيئته ستلاقي أتخرج أول دي بيئته yeah inside the bone here is the marrow أول sometimes they hit it on their spoon to make it come out. Or else they just grab it and it's like a straw and they just go, they suck it out. Some people don't like to suck it out because it just goes right down their throat. And it's really good. Awal they eat.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm not done. My family all said to cut along the bone. It's not easy. So I'm just cutting pieces off the foot. And then the fat is kind of scary to grill over the fire too. But that's the best way to cut the meat off, is going off by the bone. Slicing off this way. But it's just all slippery.
ebini ayolkan takashi.
Nigidi.
Ashani.
Ajit is ya. Ado Tojil. Yeah, or Bishop.
Yeah, Bishop.
The marrow, they see the bone marrow. A one all year.
I thought no, later Kenny, Ebe Chuitoski, later. Nana, I should pass and Ado, I will let. Yoshitakan.
Oh, Yosakan.
Maybe a copy. You see.
My grandma, my chair, has a table, yeah, what they eat. It had a spoon, and then they try to get it out. All yeah, a wool.
A wool. She rheumatoid arthritis, she hollow, she ayo, she yene, she treated Intestines, she ganki, or was a good nesky. AD the none set or as it, ebiniaji, none seki, is she parsley wool, yeah? Ash auntie, a bit treated either a Hijogo Petian. Holistic medicine, yeah, that she in the pollen circles, yeah, hickey, a hot net and did the thousand.
I learned only a month. I only learned in this and then a month.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so, but it was nice. I think the hardest part was like cutting the head off. That's the hardest part.
Yeah, that's usually the hardest, I think, cutting the neck. Yeah.
So I think that's the only thing that kept me from butchering at all. I was just like, I can't do it. But some of my relative trained me, and she said, this is survival. This is how we used to do it back then. So that's all.
Also became oh. And is a bit na ahakishalia. That did. That did. It's in yeah. Yeah.
The belt and it's Kennedy. So the Kagi, so
it's again. You should look canto. But you did again. Stop here. You should.
Yeah. I did send over what just case that you need. As for the students,
it at the.
The whole song, the bear yawn down, sit down, legend. The bear and the argent, the carter.
Io bene e bacio hojo. Ja, erstchen.
The bad MS Tinigia. Sadaka, Ada Yegon Sakan, the last Sakanigi, Sakanigi.
Is she a time I guess it's a year the country. She it was easy holna a sunny at time. Will you she does she pass or does she pass sunny chin Eddie net Giada Ebony yet such can't do had she candy out of Beijing the Alcoto. Near console dole. The is you're gonna be all short. A sunny bad if here ja.
A sunny on Chindia. The son of the Sama Ada. The Kagi say it is Juna. I call a Dishkishado ye.
I was ago a tinnicky be caught hollow. A she a stop be yard a benia.
You did say she hadn't found.
Yeah, you did say she thought she can't know what it is. She young, though, I don't eat protein. Ebony, she can't taste good.
Yeah, I see you see everybody don't call already. It's on that.
She not, she young, though, Ebony, she can't taste
You
good.
did say about it, guess what? Yeah. But what you guess that you know?
I'm sorry.
But what you guess the bear yon dance, darling.
Oh, sorry.
But the bear one don't dub it, darling.
I'm sorry.
Keep it one whole piece. Don't make any holes in there. You did say.
Asha, yeah, she told me.
Yeah.
Ja, nana ane nkinnahliki do ta isnoltsaagi nkinnahlan da alkilgi ihha kun zache nkiltahnollon do ya dan nkinnahliki ihha nadan kidi mil on behalf of the Miss Navajo Pageant Committee ishi ihha dan kilni do del kodon ihha nel ado na khabno klinigi tsaga ba kehni tsinshikero shidne ko qala ya ni ya ni khabal ko ahnle ko Kwasani in kitchen ketan linigi is gada hund negi nichito a noch trato le joel la na huintin no khalet the nan linigi dan tsade da baganigi do dan tsade ol khata bike de begal de hegi ela khit ebel ba di nitla choda no chot bohnet za ko ikha nanan tshago aro aj shi benje على نا أحكي الشيء نهتولل أو أثعدي يا نا أتكيتولل إيشي كدو شد سندلنجي هجوا بالكت نهدش نتو إيشي عن خي كدو خشيت أدي لتولل كدو دات أدي زيتو إيشي كدو دبدي كيتولل أرو أبي كوجي خاكاهو نيجي نت هذا دوتزي إيشي كوا بالش إندول نيلشي كيدو شد نأكو إيشي نان كدشني دولل أرو كدو non-nation lingi kodoik slagi Office of the President and Vice President, Navajo Nation Oil and Gas, NECA, Navajo Agriculture Products Industry, Navajo Nation Shopping Center, Sacred Wind Communication, Navajo Nation Office of Management and Budget, Navajo Nation Office of the Speaker, Navajo Transitional Energy Company, Navajo Parks and Recreation Department, Navajo Tribal Utility Authority, Choice Wireless, Ado Blue na Dance Suites koje a trahik slado Navajo Spirit Ado Navajo Forestry Department in the I thought the Fire Chasers Association the Fire Chasers Mr. Neil Damon Ado Miss Navajo Council Incorporated American Indian Services Cellular One Navajo Nation Fair Office Orthodontal Incorporated Navajo Nation Museum Just like home, Cheryl Curley, Asian Kodo a ben nutchet quite kill each Sunday and let Hakodo a non-nation Lingik at Slaw Kodo a Hanky non-nation Yashik Edo should I don't never not and Lingi, it's not quite in his cow, Konzach a whole G, should da officer, a Navajo Nation President, Ado should da Navajo Nation Vice President, Myron Lizer, Ado best son that quite a Nikin Hastra, Konzach a whole G, Edo Hihat and Trago, Shik Edo should ne, the Yoba here needs in hot not Ani, not An Lingi, Hui Rato, where who back here on the Argo, Jay Haina Nation Lingi, don't Zildan Leko. Ado benda thought so doesn't be Alia Edo Hihat and Trago, Ishi. Be nani dato le to be nani kato le chik edo shidne ado shid sit crystalline eshi kwa ina betil kil e kwa e khit ado nil so kodoshi e yahe on shrange eshi nakha wi dos al. How will you do the last question? Are you going to come up?
Yeah, this one.
Kodoshin e yahe na edi kidin lingi kodo contestant number 1 eshi e yahe kodo shandin yazi eshi na beti kido le di kwa de banda sol ahagi khaagi la e yahe bits isin lingi kha la e yahe cho e ben al khadigi e la e kha cho e
Siki.
oh the band lingi art and khaagi la e yahe ben al khad cho e kwa nandi kid.
Atsiniki.
So the question is, which part of the sheet can be used as a sewing tool, as a needle or a sewing tool? Which part of the sheet?
Poho. Hadi. Oh.
I can take up my math. Pohuoshi de chuitos insaki ebenia di kunache aho ehono at at saniki ehono at is a als jiki e be chuitos in aqua sa ado at eki qua di how ya Belagana Ketishi Jawbone, well, Yagi, H. Alto, H. Witos in Ado di Quinache Shetland at yeah.
Ehiha kodo nande kidigi shima ado ehiha nata haninzi iki ado kodoshi ehiha contestant number 2 Eshi e Niagara Rock Bridge kodo nabati kido le Eshi kwa di kodo nande kidigi which I can't read le ninzinigi di kwa at the band linigi bes khahodet e khala e bana al khad sahn lingi e le kha cho e kwa nande kid
yaha it's iniki be ejil hasho najana go ejil akot out the ni go be ejil yaha
oh Ado Kate the Kodon Nabati Kidikishi e Yahi contestant number 3 Oshkela Iron Shell Eshi Kodon Nabati Kitole Ya nana shima ado hiha di kwa nanti kidiki e di kwa te behnaz ahagi khala e ya e cho e bena al khat sahn linigi e la e kha te ban lingi ya cho i do de bena al khat do de
Audience, forgive me that I don't know Navajo, so I wouldn't know how to answer to this question yet.
Ado hiha nana shik edo shid net konet hinatin da kidigi jashi ilne ne tole. With that we will conclude this morning's butchering competition. We will reconvene at 1 o'clock this afternoon for the traditional food. Again, the questions that were asked of the ladies, of the young contestants here, we do have judges that are present that are scoring them and ranking them. We do have the Navajo Nation Office of the Attorney General that are tabulating to ensure that everything is done properly and accordingly. So we just want to make sure that you all are aware of that, and we invite you again to tune back in at 1 o'clock this afternoon. Thank you again to NNTV Film and your staff there at the office there for making this possible. With that said, God bless. Have a great day.